everybody, welcome back to
Taste Buddies! We're back!
Okay, this is season 2 and somehow the TMT gang found us to be worthy.
Boss is sitting right there now.
It's been a while. Jun, what have you been up to?
I have been, it's like doing more recipes, but also failing at producing a lot of my own content.
Ooh la 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 la. Where are you mainly on?
Trying. Huh?
Where are you mainly on? Like your contents are all mostly...
Like doing Instagram, I don't know, trying out the cool new kid, like TikTok, YouTube stuff. But then,
TikTok,
you know, very slow. You know,
It'll pick up, man. It'll pick up. It's all about consistency.
Yeah. But how about you guys?
Yeah,
what have you been up to?
I don't know if you can tell.
Notice anything?
I lost a little bit of weight. Not much, 5, 6 kg.
Because we stopped doing the show, right?
Yeah. It's less eating.
Yeah.
I'm trying to live a little bit of a healthier lifestyle because my doctor said, you know, my blood pressure was too high. So I made a life-changing decision to sleep earlier, drink more water, eat less. Especially no suppers. I lost a little bit of weight there. But other than that, been working hard at Burger Lab, trying to make sure there's new menus, new recipes coming out. And I think by the time the episode comes out, there will be some changes to the Burger Lab menu that you guys might be surprised with.
But got a bit of hint or not? Got any new burger coming out or not?
Yes, there is. There is.
Hint.
It's
local twist?
There are some local twists, but this one, it's got a whole block of cheese in there.
Whoa!
But it's a nice cheese, not the lava type kind of cheese.
Coming from a guy who's trying to live healthier. Okay. Myself, I'm not going to give him time to rebut. Okay, myself, I'm doing the exact opposite. I promised myself to eat more. I just found that I keep eating the same thing, so I'm like, okay, every day I have to try something new, right? So this is my new lifestyle. So every day I try to eat something else. So one day maybe Indian, one day maybe African food. Like I feel
like you run out very fast, bro.
Yeah. Wait, Malaysia a lot. I tell you a lot.
Okay. You need to recommend us some new places later.
Other than that, in terms of work, I've been so stressed lately because you know Gordon Ramsay came to Malaysia. And people who can't afford to eat at his place
will come to your place.
Come to my place, ask me to make Wellington. It's not the easiest restaurant dish. I tell you, it's killing me. It's killing me.
But it's also
technically Gordon Ramsay gave you business.
Yes. I should thank him.
When
he come here, I roll out the red carpet. Gordon is for free.
Wait, have you eaten at Gordon Ramsay yet? I haven't.
Yes, I've gone to Gordon Ramsay's restaurant.
So what do you think?
Wow, this review is a very serious review. But what I would say in one sentence is, even though it may look touristic or maybe look like he's trying to sembelih you, actually for a hardcore fan like myself, because I know, I follow him since even before his career started, right? So there's a lot of nuggets in there about where he came from, all the old recipes, and the style of cooking that he came from. So there's a lot of history in there, which is, for me, when I see, I like literally orgasm there, even though I fork out a lot of money. But when you just by reading the menu, I'm really very happy.
Okay, I can tell that you're a fanboy for sure.
Maybe off camera is different.
But one thing that I find interesting about Gordon Ramsay is he never actually told everyone that all the cooking and everything does not contain alcohol. So when he said red wine sauce and everything, he used non-alcoholic red wine.
Oh, okay.
So everyone can go ahead.
Wait, it's non-alcoholic red wine still red wine?
Technically it's not alcohol lah.
Yeah, there's like non-alcoholic.
There is
alcohol.
I've tasted some of it, it's not bad. Moving on. Right now is Merdeka time, right? So I'm guessing everyone
has passed.
Merdeka has passed. Okay. Everyone is still in a...
Right, we still have Malaysia Day coming up.
Yeah, Malaysia Day is
a whole month
more important.
Malaysia
Day technically is more important. Correct or not?
Yes.
Malaysia Day technically more important. So in the spirit of patriotism, we're gonna try food from other cultures that we've not tried before. Alright, are you guys ready?
I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Hungry, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Okay guys, let's go. So the first one that we're gonna try is this sambal that's gone viral. So Cairo Amin is opening his second factory. So he sold 1 million bottles. This bloody sambal, okay? I'll tell you what. This is got like, hi guys, hari ni kita pakai sambal, blah blah blah. Okay, so how
is it the same?
Yeah.
Is it the same?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Okay, so he only has one flavor.
Yeah, so only got one product, bro.
One product.
Yeah.
Never actually tasted it.
Isn't it super hard to get? How do you get your hands on it?
I got it on Shopee, so there's like a time limit one. So there's like a schedule.
So is it really hard to get?
You have to follow their time. Like, you cannot just at midnight I want sambal lah. Like, it's like 8 o'clock stop, 9 o'clock stop, 11 o'clock restock, everything lah.
That sounds like good marketing, right?
I think you don't want to have the backlog, yeah. So I was thinking how to make Ren Yi spicy stuff. I'm gonna put it in burger.
What's it gonna do with me? And why do you think I don't eat why do you think I don't eat spicy stuff? By the way,
I know you. Somebody berapi. Wow, straight away berapi. Wait, it hits the back of my throat.
is it? I don't feel the heat yet.
Okay, put more.
I just have it on its own.
Wait, bro, I'm sweating already. You sure it's not spicy?
But it's not. Not that spicy.
Okay, I'm the weakest one now.
Yeah, talk shit about me some more. Yeah.
I'm sweating already.
Wait. Oh my god. I haven't looked at it for 10 seconds, bro.
What the hell?
My god.
Okay, it's got cake. It's got cake. Your face is red. How am I not spicy? Look at his face.
I'm laughing at you like idiot.
No, look at his face. Zoom into his face. You telling me it's not spicy? Dude, look at his face.
I'm laughing at you.
I look at you, I also feel spicy, bro.
The thing that's funny about it, I look at the ingredients. I don't think it's got some ikan bilis or anything. So the umami comes from MSG, the magic ingredient. So it works. Good product for me. Whoa.
Okay, let me challenge. Because I know you brought this sambal chili, I brought a contender of my own.
Okay, Ren Yi, let's go.
Great marketing. Okay, so this one is actually inspired from our friend from Vietnam. It's just dried chili
Red chili,
with fish sauce.
chili paste.
Alright?
Okay.
Okay.
Quarter. Thank you.
Wow. Different level, eh?
Can I sell 1 million bottles of this or not?
No. You don't know how to do. Hi guys. Hari ini kita masak. Your video like, damn boring. So lah, you not handsome.
Yeah, it's different, but I really like it.
1 million bottle, eh? Seriously.
It's insane.
Yeah. And I think this profit margin cao also. So sambal nyet for me is a legit product. I think that's why people like it. What do you guys think?
I like the taste of it. There's like sweetness and savoriness, but is it the best sambal I've ever had?
Probably
I don't
not.
think so.
It's okay lah.
It's a
I would say
well-marketed product.
Yeah, if you want a very powerful sambal, make yourself. Okay. Don't talk.
Oh, it's kicking in now.
This one that Ren Yi made himself. Well, for me, it's much more fragrant, but it's got a lot more sugar in it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more sugar, but
But
I feel
more
like the flavor
fragrant.
is more like
Yeah,
deeper
it's more
somehow.
cooked out. I think it's cooked out to the max
Yeah.
now. Ren Yi, can you say anything or you're
Yeah.
done? He's crying! He's crying!
It's just like
When he ate
Yeah.
the first one was dripping. He had nothing. He eats his own one.
He's crying! Cause it hits late. Whoa! Spicy.
I was okay. You
Obviously,
two,
I'm the weakest one.
you two are gone, man.
Oh man.
Move on to the next kampong dish. Okay, this dish, I tell you, all the Malay auntie, last time they work for me, I have few Malay aunties in my kitchen, and they always bring this for lunch. And I used to smell it from far away. It's a damn powerful, a damn kawan, right? So this is what we call pakasam, right? Normally it's pakasam ikan. Then I got daging as well. I didn't know got daging and ayam and everything. I only know that I got ikan. So how it looks like, right? Inside it look like this. So it's actually fish fermented in rice, toasted rice.
Whoa.
So they toast the rice.
Is it raw? Or
Yeah,
is
this
it-
one is raw, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I hear some people use salt, some people don't use salt, some people use salt and sugar and everything.
Okay.
Right? And also some people put asam glugo in there to make it sour. Right? But the original one, I think, is just pure. You toast the rice, you ground it, then put the fish into the tempayan. So you know the saying, right? Alang-alang mengilap pakasam biar sampai ke pangkal lengan.
Tak tahu.
Tak tahu. Oh my god, you guys.
I'm just super lost.
Yeah. So
Okay, but
that's
this
what
is
it
the
means.
cooked version now.
Yeah, so this is the cooked
Okay.
version now.
You cooked it.
Yeah, I cooked it. Yeah, so you
The
can have it
topping
with
is
rice.
also
Yeah.
you make one lah.
Yeah, so this one is daging, this one is the ikan. So you can have it with rice lah. Come.
Let's try.
Yeah, let's go. Let's try it. I normally eat it with rice lah.
Go with my hands.
Is it very strong without rice?
You try it lah. Try it.
I got a. Is it a fish egg? I got fish egg.
Umami is a bit funky. But I like it.
It's quite funky. It's not what I expected. It's like a bit
Yeah. More?
Yeah, sure.
like a bit busuk.
Yeah.
It's a bit off.
quite
But then it makes me want to eat more.
It's actually quite
I'm
funky.
confused.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never had this before.
Yeah. Try the daging one.
And where is this famous? Or like
This is normally utara.
So
from
the daging one
Kedah
is also
and all
coated
that.
with the
Yeah,
rice.
same thing. Yeah, same thing.
It's tasty, but it's not a taste that's very familiar.
so right. In fermentation, right? So fermentation is very closely linked to spoilage.
Spoilage. The verge of spoilage lah.
Yes, the verge of spoilage. And this one, it's towing the line a bit.
Well, we can tell. We can tell in 24 hours whether.
Do you want to smell the fresh one?
Yes.
Yeah. Get a big whiff of this. Wait. Oh, this one got that smell of like the alcoholic smell a bit.
So they
got
say
funk.
you put this longer the better because they want to wait until the bone is decomposed already.
Oh
Then
my
baru
god.
sedap.
I like the smell.
No,
This
I just
one,
stopped
like-
eating it, so I think there's some level of testament.
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
You know, the intrigue. You're very intrigued with the flavor.
Thanks for introducing us to this one.
Yeah. We're done with the spicy stuff. Now let's cool down our mouth with some sweet stuff. So in the
Nice.
Malay TikTok world, this thing has gone bloody viral. This one is the Kunafa. So the first one I saw, I think it was in Pavilion or something. There was an Arabic shop selling this, and now it's gone mad. Like every single TikTok video you see this. Basically, it's from Middle Eastern, but some you can get some in Turkey and Greece as well. A variation of it is called Kunafa. It's basically like a pastry soaked in sugar, and then in the middle they got cheese, and then they bake it so that the outside is crispy, inside is cheesy. So
Is there any difference?
yeah, so I got two. One is these two is from Chef Faiz, the one going viral also. So he's got a lot of followers, blah blah blah, handsome. But some people say this cheese is actually mozzarella because for the effect. But I found one. This is like a restaurant called Samad Al Iraqi. So this one they really use the authentic cheese called the cheese al kawi. So this one got authentic taste when I had it lah. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Some for Ren Yi.
What about this syrup? Is it necessary?
You can have it, or you
very
can
sweet,
just
isn't
not
it?
have it. Yeah, I have the whole thing.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
And this is a dessert, right?
This is a dessert.
Yeah, I really like the texture. It's like there's all these like tiny crispy bits.
Yeah.
And then there's like a melty, cheesy.
What's the top part again?
So it's like a pastry, like a spun pastry, but then they soak it in sugar.
I think the pastry is called
Yeah.
Kataifi.
June probably knows more.
What's the green stuff?
Pistachio.
Pistachio.
Pistachio. It's good. I like it.
Yeah, I can
bad,
see
not
why
bad.
it went viral.
Cheese.
I don't think the tapao is a good idea because I
Yeah.
think having it on site is much. The cheese was much more
Fresh out of the
meltier.
oven now.
Yeah. Does the cheese make a difference?
It does.
Right? Whoa. It's on different level, eh?
This is actually from who?
This is I was saying just now. This is from this restaurant called Al Samad.
I mean this
Samad
one.
Al Iraqi. From this Iraqi as well.
Yeah. In the middle, is that a bit of like coconut?
It's that cheese al kawi cheese.
Oh.
So that cheese I hear is naturally sweet.
I've never had anything like this before, and you don't taste the cheese.
Yeah, this one the cheese is much more
You
refined.
don't taste cheese.
Yeah, this one doesn't taste like cheese. It
Yeah.
tastes like a.
And there's a floral
Sweet.
taste to it.
coconutty filling.
coconutty.
Yeah.
Floral, I would say, yeah.
This one had none of that coconuttiness.
Yeah.
But it's
Wow.
still quite nice, eh? Still
Ah.
quite like the other one as well.
I think it's definitely viral worthy. And even though,
Sure.
yeah, I think whether would I queue for it? No, I'll go to the expensive Samad Al Iraqi restaurant, have this dish.
Yeah, try the original.
Yeah, try the original. Wow, for me that was great.
That was amazing. I didn't think that would be so enjoyable. I've seen it on TikTok. I'm like, yeah, it's just all flair, all show. But it was actually tasty. At least the second one.
The second one.
That was legit.
Yeah.
Go for the expensive one.
Okay.
When I was there, I was only Malaysian there. Literally.
Wow.
Not even joking.
Okay,
Yeah.
but we have another set of desserts.
Yeah. Which country is this from?
Yeah, this is Malaysian Indian sweets. So I've always looked
seen
at
this.
the sweets, right, from outside, right? So they've got it all nicely laid out, right? It's all beautiful and everything. Never actually had it. Have you guys had it before?
No, this is my first time seeing this.
Some, yeah.
Which one have you tried?
I'm not sure. Honestly,
Okay,
I don't know their
alright.
names. I don't remember the
Yeah.
flavor, but let's do it now.
Yeah. So when I try to learn about all this, is actually I think there's probably about hundreds of them. So we're not gonna go into all of them. Why don't you pick one that calls out to you, and I'll try and explain what it is.
All right, I'll do the silver-looking one. Silver-looking brownie. It's the closest to something that I recognize.
Okay, June.
I'll get this middle one, mooncake.
Mooncake. We're still taking something that is safe to us, right?
Okay, I'm gonna take this orange
Meatball.
ball. Yeah, because I like meatballs. Okay, let's go.
Tell me what it is. It's all different, bro.
I just
If I tell you what it is,
Okay.
I'll try and find it. Okay, so the one I'm eating is motichur ladu. Right, it's chickpea flour. Whoa, fried and then soaked in sugar. Chickpea flour. Can you believe that? Right, so the one Ren Yi is having is basically their chocolate fudge. So it's like an Indian
It
chocolate
does
fudge.
taste a little bit of brownie, but it has some kind of, I don't know, saffrony taste. Is there saffron in there?
The best part is the one that June chose, I don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to try and guess.
It's
What do you taste?
What is it?
just very sweet.
It's very, very sweet.
Yeah, I think like Indian sweets are generally like on a preference for like sweetness is like, higher than ours.
And they do soak it in that sugar water, right? Has a
yes.
rose flavor to
Okay,
it.
try-
Rose water.
June, you should try this. This is supposed to be
Okay,
cashew.
I'll try that.
Cashew.
Cashew. Okay.
Yeah, try a bit.
I'm gonna put mine on the side.
Oh, but there's 2 layers. Is it 2?
Maybe.
It's two.
Oh, two.
Oh, okay.
I'll try this one.
It tastes the same to this.
That one's
I
supposed to
think,
be
it's,
cashew.
I think it's the bottom layer of this.
Yeah,
I'm
after a
convinced.
while, I taste the nuttiness towards the end for this
Yeah,
one.
do you taste the cashew?
It took a while. The texture is about the same as this. I cannot necessarily make out that it's cashew, but it tastes nutty for sure.
This one is called the Kutli. Kaju Kutli. So kaju is cashew.
Actually quite nice.
Can taste cashew?
Yeah. I like it. Oh, yeah. I quite like it. You need to let it like, you need to mull on it a bit.
Yeah, I think it's because a lot of sugar. The first thing you taste is the
Yes,
sugar.
first thing you taste is sugar. That's
Oh,
why it's
very
like
sweet.
similar to the other one.
This one called cham cham.
Okay, I'm gonna taste the last one. This one, like mochi.
So I'll explain my first. Mine is the kala jamun, which is like a cousin of gulab jamun.
I see.
Jamun. So
Okay.
this one is fried longer. That's why it's darker. Oh wow!
There's something
one-
inside.
This one got game.
What game?
What does that mean?
Which one did you try again? Which?
This one. Overall, I think there's a lot of culture here. It's just that I don't think it has been refined in Malaysia. It's all very rough. Because from the description I read, it's a lot of all these old cultures where the desserts are like cardamom, saffron. I think I roughly taste either very little, maybe little or no saffron here. I don't know, but when I bought it, it was expensive. I mean, this plate is about 100 plus.
Oh,
This plate is about
wow.
100 plus, 125. Yeah.
Wow.
I must say, you can't have too much of this.
Yeah.
It's ridiculously sweet. I
It's
think
very sweet,
you're
it's
meant to have just one or two after dinner.
Yeah.
But the variety, I mean, you want to try everything, right? Now, if I didn't get the opportunity to try one after another, so I tried one today, I'll try another tomorrow, I might say they all taste the same. Because there's that unifying rose
Yes.
water, sweet water
Yeah.
that exists in most of them.
Yeah, but I think tasting all these different things that we had today, right, makes me realize that, there's actually so much more to Malaysian food and Malaysian cuisine that
Yeah.
we don't know, or we haven't tasted, we haven't experienced.
Exactly.
And yeah, although yes, obviously like taste preferences, some we might like, some we might not like.
Yeah.
It's really interesting to like taste and experience all these different things, no?
I think as I grow older, right, I realize that I don't really have to like everything. It's more like it's just more like there's so many things out there that I haven't tried, right? And just because I don't think I would like them, I don't do it. But nowadays, I promise myself I'll just try whatever that I have not done before.
Having tried these new desserts today, I guess if an Indian friend of mine makes a reference to it, at least you have a reference point.
Yeah,
you might
yeah,
not
that's
have to
true.
enjoy
That's
it or
like-
want to have it all
Oh,
the
this is
time.
actually a stuffing.
Food
yeah.
knowledge also, yeah. So I guess this Merdeka man, this Malaysia man, go out and try many different foods out there. Go out and learn more about food and like understand and appreciate
We're not
Malaysian
all just
food
about
as a
Nasi
whole.
Lemak, Char, Tiau, Roti, Canai, right? There's more than that. I think when we talk about being patriotic and being a Malaysian, we love to talk about food and how food represents us, right? Honestly, if you ask me as a Malaysian, there's not a lot of good things going on, whether it is political, whether it's our currency, right? But one good thing we're going on every time, and it's something that we can rely on, is always our food. We know our food tastes the bomb, right? It is the shits, right? And who do we compare it to? Our friends in Singapore, right? Now I think about 2 months ago, one of our local influencer, Ivor, right? She's really hot lately. She went to Singapore.
Hot or hot?
Not
Okay,
like hot
okay.
as in like very popular. Okay? Yeah, she's cute looking as well. But the point is, right? She was saying that their Nasi Lemak doesn't deliver. Right? A little bit of sambal. I think there was sausage and whatnot on there.
So
right?
Sausage?
Actually, I was quite surprised.
Like
that
cocktail sausage.
in her TikTok, right? They sell like tempura prawn in a sambal lemak setup. I'm like,
Wow.
I think Singapore
Why?
is a little bit more atas lah, maybe. Right?
yeah.
But the point is, I think that we love comparisons, and whenever we go cross the border, what we like to do is say, hey, your bak kut teh tastes so weird lah, sour one lah. Not sour, sorry. Is it sour?
No, it's like pepper soup.
Sorry, peppery.
It's very peppery
and whitish.
Right? And then your Nasi Lemak is different, right? We're so proud. But here's the thing. Hong and I recently went to Singapore for a day trip. Right? Actually,
We went to Cari Pasal.
Cari Pasal. No. So what happened was, we went there to challenge our burger friends to a burger throwdown. More info on that later on, right? You'll see on the Burger Lab
It's one of the
pages.
secret things.
Right? Yes,
But he's done it before, right?
Yes.
yeah, we challenged like 5 years ago. Nasi
Actually,
Lemak
last time
burger.
you get a lot of hate for it. Like, did Singapore people like, hey, yo,
Hey, excuse
what's
me.
up?
Even Singaporean YouTubers, what Jia Hao, I think he also came down and he said it was good. Right? So but here's the thing. I think that there's so much hate going on, like hate lah, right? Friendly hate. But at the end of the day, when we went there, we tried all the burger joints that we visited. He had some chicken rice, and it's actually good.
There's so much love. There's so much love. Actually, I'm offended that the chicken rice is actually better than Malaysia.
Oh my god.
Why is it better? Why is it better?
Okay.
I mean, chicken rice is chicken rice, right?
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
if it's good, right, it can't be better.
But it's very different, is it? Different styles of chicken rice.
I wouldn't say different style. For me, when I tasted it, it was just more refined.
Which one do you taste? Like, what? Do you remember the hawker name? Or?
Oh shit! I think
We can find that later. You
It's
can
okay.
add it on later, right somewhere here. All right.
I'll show it up there. Loiki or something. Loiki or something. So it's one of the old ones. And when I had it, right, even I thought it's gonna be like very old school, but they plate it nice, like way much nicer than what we get here. And then the rice is much more refined. The rice biji come out. They use like a good rice. And then the chicken was cooked to near perfection, I would say. The only thing I would complain is the price is very expensive.
Yeah, how much did you pay? How much did you pay for that? Did you take a picture?
I don't mind paying, but the portion is so mean, right? I'm like literally sucking on bones, like sucking on the chicken wing bone.
But maybe that's why you thought it was so good. It was like, oh shit.
I don't know lah. I think and I think the part that hurts more is I already asked for extra chicken and it came like so little.
Wait, so much did you pay for it?
Total I paid $14 for it. $14.
Wow.
So I think the basic was $9 plus the egg $10. So I add chicken, add another $4.
But you had drinks, right? You said.
Yeah, and a coffee. The coffee was $2, but I deduct already, including drinks $16.
Holy shit, $14. That's almost
way.
30.
Yeah.
30 plus 40 ringgit.
And you're saying it's better than any chicken rice you've had in Malaysia?
Wait, and this is
better
not
than
a
most.
atas area. This is just a local coffee store.
This is a very old
establishment.
establishment, but I think the history is his dad and his older brother did it in a coffee shop and a food court, but then now they move into this. So I think the son now is making it a bit more atas. I mean, aircon, everything. You can see in my video lah, the videos I took. Very nice place, very comfortable. It's like.
Okay, we'll slot it in. So here's the thing. Is Malaysian food actually better? Or is it marketing?
Yeah.
Right? So last month, I think our friends at Table and Apron, they hosted this restaurant called Mustard Seed from Singapore. And then a little bit of digging, we realized that it was the Singapore Board of Tourism. They brought 8 restaurants and cafes and bars to have a pop-up in 8 different restaurants and cafes in Malaysia, right? I mean, by the time you watch this, it's already over, right? And for the longest time, we all know that Singapore does a great job of marketing their food to the world.
Yep.
In fact, hawker food, right, is so recognized. I think they received the UNESCO or recognition or something.
Yep.
Yeah, like a cultural heritage, UNESCO
right.
World Cultural
And
Heritage.
people go there, they are so proud of their hawker cuisine, right? And they have actually even elevated that. And why do I say that? One of the places that we went was called Ashes Burn It, and they brand themselves as a hawker gourmet burger, right?
Okay.
And it is in the hawker stall, but the product is actually as good as ours, if anything.
This is like a hardcore hawker with the 60s round seat and everything.
Yeah.
And then
And next door
I
is
see,
the
I
juice.
next door is the auntie wear slipper,
Ah.
the juice for you. And then she's like, hey, fight it, don't kacau me.
So it's
do
almost
business."
comparable to like a Ramly burger.
No.
That's why I was
Sorry, why are you so
surprised.
defensive?
No, because
Whoa.
I was shocked when I ate it. I was actually
No, as in like the setting, the setup. It's
yes, the setup
comparable
is-
to
the table is
not the taste, not the taste.
Yeah.
No, I mean
Right.
the kitchen setup is modern but cramped in that
Okay,
little.
okay.
Yeah, but the table is hawker
Okay,
style.
okay.
Right, I have pictures of it. We can share also. So is it about marketing? So we've seen Singapore does such a good job. We're even getting Michelin in, and of course telling the world that I think they invented Lo Sang or they invented Nasi Lemak. I mean, along the years, right? There's all these claims, right, from Singapore.
Yeah.
I think it's just pure great marketing. It puts them on the map.
Right.
It when people think about satay or people think of Nasi Lemak or even nasi goreng, they think Singapore for some reason, right? At least for the tourists. So what has Malaysia done?
Yeah, I think to expand on that, it's like it always seems like our take on this whole Malaysian and Singapore debate is like, oh, Singapore is all about marketing, right? But they have no substance. But then from what you guys have been through in the past like month, 2 months that you guys went there, are you saying that there's actually a lot of substance or more than Malaysians give Singaporeans credit for?
I think definitely from what I have, but there's
Okay, I think if we compare,
yeah.
we think our best and we compare with their worst, that's not a fair comparison.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
I think they have good food.
Yeah.
Right. Overall, from the what do you call it? The cheaper level to the atas level.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
They've got a range of good food. Here also the same thing. Right. But like I said, Malaysians, we want something to be able to fight, to be proud of. You want to talk about currency? We lose them by 3 times. Right. You want to talk about how advanced the country is? You know where we are. So again,
So are you
there's
saying
some
that
level of
actually when it
pride.
comes to food, right, Malaysia also tak boleh pakai?
No lah, it's not the I see, he said it. I said it. My point was, I think Singapore food comparable. In fact, there are some that are better than our average or
Okay.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's not overall bad. I think they get a bad rep because Malaysians, for the most part, right, wants to have one up.
Yes.
In some way.
Yeah. I think like what since it's like
it-
Merdeka month, right, or like Malaysia month. Touching on what you brought up, also similar to like this whole like Singaporean Malaysian debate. I want to talk about what we think as Malaysians, right? We're always very proud of our food, as Ren Yi was saying just now. And I want to dive deeper into this topic of food, being proud of our food, and how that kind of plays out in our identity. Because in Malaysia, yes, we don't have a lot of things to be proud of, and food is one of the few things that we are always very like, oh, our food is the best in the world.
Actually, I will go as far as to say food is the only thing we are proud of. What do we have left? Actually, I really don't have much left. Okay, every time my friends come to Malaysia, right,
Our shopping mall, yeah.
You see, shopping malls all go in there, buy quite low stuff, Adidas lah, iPhone lah.
And it's the same brand everywhere.
Same brand everywhere. So whenever my friend asks me, hey, what do we do today? What do we do? What have you planned today? I say a whole day of eating. That's all we have.
Actually, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't know where else.
yes.
And sometimes
It's usually
Ken Ho
that.
and Batu Caves. That's it.
Yes.
But today so I don't want to talk here.
Yeah, and people travel, oh, what is that outside of KL, right? Then you travel to like Ipoh, Penang, Melaka. What
Eat
do you do
again.
there? Eat,
Eat
right?
again. Yeah.
So I think food is something that's very dear to our hearts and something that we are super proud of. But thinking about it from a more like global perspective, right? I think this, like the power of food is actually very, very important and very, very poignant as well in a way that we don't think about. Like if you think about like food as, I think like someone coined this term as like, there's like hard power and soft power when it comes to diplomacy. Don't think dirty things, but yeah. So it's like when hard power is like when you go and conquer a country, like the whole Russia and Ukraine thing,
Okay.
or like the US, in the past like colonialism, like conquering different places. But then now a lot of countries are taking like a soft power approach where you invade their countries through cultural influences, like how let's say like K-pop, is doing how. But in the food industry, you can see like now Korean food is becoming like a big thing.
Recognized, right?
Yeah,
I
very
think-
recognized. And in the past, like Japanese food, Thai
Yes.
food, all these, some of them are very like intentional government driven initiatives or government plan. Talking about this, right, we all actually have a role in spreading this like cultural influences. Not just like politicians or like not just like, I guess, like chefs, right?
Yeah.
Us as like food people in the food industry, or even like Malaysians as a whole, when we go to other places and like spread the word about Malaysian food, right? I think our food is where we have a lot of power in like spreading this influence. And as much as we like to bash Malaysia for like not doing enough, right? Like just now you were asking me like, oh,
What has Malaysia done?
Yeah, what has Malaysia
promote
done,
our,
right?
our local food. Or
Yeah, and we always think like, oh, Malaysian food is not very well represented in outside of Malaysia, right? And like seems like Singapore is like bigger and stuff like that. But then I just did like a Yelp review, a Yelp search on like Malaysian food in New York City, like Malaysian restaurants. I found like on Yelp itself with the Malaysian tag, that's like 40 something, 43 restaurants. But then for Singapore, if you type Singaporean restaurants in the Singaporean tag, there's only like 9. Yeah.
Interesting.
Which was really surprising to me. Of course, like, you know, Japanese, Korean, there's like, you know, hundreds. So
But
we
that
still
being
feel...
said, that being said, I do know that these restaurant Malaysians actually do really well abroad, right? But these are individual efforts, right? They are not in some way funded or promoted by the government, right? These are Malaysians who decided to leave Malaysia and...
That's what you think, but actually there is a... I don't know, this Malaysian... Oh, sorry, I have to read this. This Malaysian External Trade Development Corporation, like MaTrade or something.
Oh, MaTrade, yes.
Yeah. Apparently they have a program called the Malaysian Kitchen for the World, or for the World, yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
MKP, where they help certain Malaysian restaurateurs open restaurants overseas and help them with like... I don't know how much this help or how much this like back and forth happens. But apparently in like 2012, this is like old data, there were 640 plus restaurants registered in this like MKP
And it's
program.
about, then these are people who have restaurants.
Yeah, all around the world, like Australia, US, UK, everywhere.
You know,
Yeah.
Malaysian food is big in Australia, and it's actually really good.
Our Malaysian community there is pretty big.
Yes,
One. Yeah. So I mean, this like MKP is also in charge of producing like or organizing certain events. Like, you know, in UK when I was there was like a Singaporean food festival sort of thing, and I always have a grab that, hey, how come there's no like Malaysian one,
food
right?
festival,
But actually, I found out. I didn't go to this thing in the UK when I was there, but when I did my research, I was like, oh, there's a Malaysian night market or like Pasar Malam sort of thing in Trafalgar Square that they happen every year. And apparently in 2014, there was like, in one day, the attendance was like 43k people or something, which seems quite big. But I don't know why I never knew about this thing. But I think, you know, yes, it seems like we always bash Malaysia, but actually, yes, there are some initiatives going on here and there. But is it to the level of what other countries have done? I think that remains to be seen. Or that one, I think the Malaysian execution is not as well done. No? Yeah.
Do you think it's execution, or do you think it's because we don't love our own culture enough? I mean, if you ask me, right, I just sort of just when you were discussing it, I do feel like the reason why our presence globally, I mean Malaysian food, our presence globally is not that strong is because our own people do not see it as important enough to treasure. If you really think about it, do you think young people will want to go and do pan mi and go and do nasi lemak and go and do all this and take it to the next level? I mean, even for me and Ren Yi, he started out as a burger joint, I started out as a Western restaurant. There's not much intention among us young folks to push our own local culture. I mean, only when we hit about 40 earlier, then we start talking like, hey, we should do local food. Actually, it's quite good. Actually, just realized only.
I feel like it's a very like mentality shift, right? It's like you are saying, okay, you do this from the bottom up. It's like, oh, it has to come from us people appreciating our local food. But then there's also something to be said about like top down like government initiatives, like what Singapore is doing, right? Like because Singapore is like, oh, we treasure our hawker food, and we apply for UNESCO stuff. And then we tell people about it, and we're very proud of our heritage.
Pride to go into the business.
And then all these younger people, like all this, the generations down, maybe like, oh, this is something that we should treasure, or like the government tells us.
It's actually both
But more
sides.
importantly, you can make a living out of. I think a lot of times the impression of
Malaysian food is like must be cheap.
Yes, must
kena
be cheap.
tekan lah, all this lah, right?
But again,
I don't
we
know
still hear
lah.
the story of the chicken rice uncle who drives a Mercedes lah. So
Yeah, there's one in I don't know.
yeah,
how
it
many,
is. But
Wow, hawker
you
chan.
are right that that it should be initiative from the government to make effort to preserve, right, and to make it more attractive to go into preserving the nature of or the culture of our food. But when you ask the question of whether the young people are interested, I think there is maybe not the masses, but there are groups and second gens or even third gens
don't know.
that have seen, like for example, Tiau, right? Their family is from a generation.
Tiau is
Like the Tafufa.
The Tafufa.
The one from
okay,
Ipoh,
okay.
but now
Right?
it's like
Yeah, so
DJs.
their family used to run Tafufa
Yeah.
stores, right? Now they took it to the next level, made it a little bit more modern, more
Yeah,
comfortable.
yeah.
So I think there are
Can
second
see.
gens that are stepping
Yeah,
up, right? Even soy sauce making, right? We've seen the old traditional soy sauce guys. Then we have
The
the soy
artisanal
bros, right? Where they infuse new flavors into it and whatnot. So I think there is, it might not be very prevalent at the moment, but when we have more of these champions stepping up and actually showing them, hey, look, you can take traditional stuff, continue it, but all elevate it, I think that's where progress is seen.
I think it is quite a few factors. One, you need support from the government to identify and support all this talent. Two, you need young blood. You need people who actually want to do it and has to know how to do it. Three, I think it's also the transfer of skill. Because I feel like Malaysians are very bad at transferring skill. A lot of the old masters I know, until now also don't want to tell their own son the recipe.
Got such
The
thing,
recipe dies with them.
Yeah, the recipe sometimes dies with them.
Yeah.
So it's and also I think the last one is support from our own people. If let's say you make an artisanal soy sauce, if you cannot sell in Malaysia, don't talk about export.
right.
Correct.
Yeah.
We ourselves don't support.
But here's the funny thing about Malaysians. You need to make it outside of the country only
And
to be
then people
recognized.
like respect you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like most of our singers,
Oh my god, yeah. But to wrap this segment up, right? What you said in at the end there, how should we or how could we cultivate more of these like younger people stepping up, or how do you cultivate this like appreciation or understanding of our
For me, if you ask me money, hike up the price a bit. Yeah.
I see it differently. I think celebrate those that have already shown success.
Yeah.
Show the others that, hey, look, there are people who have done it, tried it, and found success, right? And we're celebrating them. So again, we're a generation where we're very impressionable. We look at other people, we see success, and then we say, hey, look, we want to be that as well. And like I said, there are success stories, but they are not. There's not a lot of them. But tell their story to the masses. Right? That's where you will be able to propagate that. That's what I believe in.
My argument is still money, because not because I'm greedy or whatever, because I feel it needs to be sustainable. Like if you want someone to join F&B and do that job well and do it for a long time, right? Don't tell him that your starting salary 1,008, like 1,008 in KL, eat what all? Like seriously, right? Like you need to really give them a real chance to survive.
Speaking from like I guess like someone who's in food content, food media, I think it's also important to support all these like creators beyond the ones just going out and like eating or doing like reviews, right? People who are talking about like food culture, food history, support them and like understand more of their content, like through them, but understand like Malaysian food and our history and our origins as well.
With that, we're all belly full and damn happy and ready to snooze. This season, we're gonna do things a bit different. We're gonna release mini videos or TikTok-like videos nowadays, sharing our knowledge in cooking or experiments we do or things that we try. Hopefully that will keep you guys all entertained. And catch us on the next episode. Follow and like us and comment. And do share that what would you like to see on this show.
All right. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.